Okay, so now I'm about to plant an avocado seedling, which is about 15 centimeters high. It's got like 3 layers of leaves and a really good root system. So I have about a 15 centimeter width pot. I'm gonna plant it in. So yeah. And this was grown from a seed of like an avocado from the supermarket. I think it's a Hass avocado. So yeah, anyone can do this pretty much. I just put it in a bit of soil. So of course avocados don't normally grow in the UK. So I have to keep this one inside all the time. Although I saw a video on YouTube of various places in London where avocado trees have been growing and even flowering and producing fruit because it's in an urban place and all the buildings absorb and then emit the heat at night. So the city produces a type of microclimate which is warmer than the rest of the UK. And the avocados must like it because they've been growing alright. So it's around 12 o'clock on the 20th of October 2022. I'm in London at my parents' place and it's just been raining. It's been raining all morning, but the rain's just stopped now. And yeah, the whole garden, I'm currently looking at the garden and all the leaves are wet. It's about 15 degrees, which is a bit warm for this time of year. I think next week's going to be even a bit warmer, like around 20 degrees possibly in London, even though it's October and it's almost Halloween, which is weird. I remember being a kid and Halloween being freezing. But yeah, the weather's quite nice to be honest. Well, it just feels a bit weird because it's out of place, but yeah. Some of the plants in the garden are still growing, like there's still tomatoes and tomato plants. We have some aubergines, with aubergines still hanging on them, which have done really well this year, surprisingly, because you wouldn't normally think aubergines would grow well outside without any cover in the UK, but they're doing really well. I remember in Seychelles, there used to be huge aubergine plants, which would last for years with woody stems, and I'd never seen anything like it. I always thought aubergines were annual plants, but no, they can be perennial when the weather's right. But the ones here, we're growing here in London, will die over winter because it'll get too cold. But yeah, there's still chilies on some plants as well. We even have a mango seedling growing outside in a pot. And yeah, it's quite overcast today as well. I can see the sun just glancing through some clouds. So this is the sound of rain in the rainy season in Trinidad. The raindrops are really big, they're coming down really fast, and it was out of nowhere. Suddenly, 1 minute, 1 second even, it was sunny, no rain, and then out of nowhere, torrential downpours. So it's the 17th of November, and I'm in the student halls in Trinidad, in the area of Tunapuna. And it's early in the morning, it's about 8 a.m. And the weather today is very humid. Trinidad's in the humid tropics. And yeah, it's actually the rainy season in Trinidad at the moment. And I think the rainy season ends in January. And when I say rainy season, it doesn't mean that it's raining every day, but just every now and then there'll be a downpour. And sometimes a lot of water can come down in a short period of time. And you see in certain parts of the streets where there's not enough drainage, water can often build up. And I think that's been a problem in parts of Trinidad and the Caribbean more generally this time of year. There's often quite a few landslides where the soil becomes too saturated with water and massive chunks of it slip down slopes. But yeah, there's been quite a few stories of floods in Trinidad as well over the past few months. Although I've only been here for a few weeks, I've just seen from the news that flooding's been a bit of an issue recently, which I think is the same as in parts of the UK as well, which is interesting to see, like, the way we're managing our water and the amount of water that we expect changes, whether that's more water or less. How are we adapting to those changes? You know, like this summer in the UK, for example, when things were so dry during summer and so hot, we had a drought almost. Lots of gardeners were saying, we should put in water storage tanks in our garden to catch rainwater so we can, water our plants even when there's hose pipe bans and things like that. So yeah, it's very interesting to see how water supplies are changing.